Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. It's Kyra here from Thermomix. If you're stopping by, say hello. Can you believe it's the 20th of January already? I am absolutely blown away that we are already at the 20th of January. I'm kind of blown away that my son turned 22 yesterday as well. So it's a bit of a shock that we're already there. We're already more than halfway through January. School's going to go back before we know it. And I want to be able to help you with that and get you ready to be able to prep meals really quickly in your Thermomix. So say hi if you're watching. I'd love to know who's on. We're going to be making a Brussels sprout recipe tonight. So give me some love if you actually, give me a heart if you actually love Brussels sprouts, and give me, I don't know, another emoji if you don't like them. I would love to know who's on. Hi Janine, how you going, lovely? I'd love to know if you actually do like Brussels sprouts or if you don't. Now, I'm going to tell you some stories about Brussels sprouts later on, but I just want to get into it. So what I've done is I've started the recipe already, and it actually asked for you to use diced bacon, but I only had rashers of bacon, and to use diced bacon that's been chopped up, and I've cooked that off. So I just sliced it up into chunks, popped it in the Thermomix, and it's been cooking for 15 minutes. Then you got to scrape the bowl and do it again. So that's all I've done. I've prepped all that, and now I'm making the dressing that goes over it. So no need to clean the bowl or anything like that. Now this recipe is actually called Brussels sprout salad with cranberries and almonds. So it's actually, for those who are looking for the recipe, it's actually in the Christmas dinner or the holidays at home collections on the American. So you need to have your filters set so you can see the recipes from the United States. Now, if you have problems looking for that, please shoot me a message or pop a comment in the comments below, and I'll be sure to get the recipe to you. So now what we're going to do is pop in, and it's all in ounces. So we're going imperial today because it is an American recipe, but thankfully our Thermomix does all the hard work for us, and it is set the scales for us into imperial. So how good is that? We don't have to do any of the thinking. So I'm just going to pop in 2 ounces, just a little bit more. Well, there we go. 2 ounces of balsamic vinegar. And the lid doesn't want to go back on this. There we go. Now we're going to pop in some beautiful Australian olive oil. So again, 2 ounces of olive oil. Popping that in. Beautiful. Next, we're going to go 1 ounce of honey, but you could use maple syrup if you didn't have honey, or if you were a vegan, you could totally use maple syrup, but we're going to go with honey because I've got some lovely local honey to use. Oh, that'll be enough. Thank you, Kyra. Getting a bit carried away there. We don't want it to be too sweet. So I'll just put this away. And now we're going to pop in some Dijon mustard. So again, these are just great ingredients that you've got probably already in your pantry. So we just want 1/2 ounce. A little bit more. Just trying to flick it off the spoon. There we go. Next, we're going to pop in 1/4 of Himalayan salt. Hi Janine. Who else is on tonight? Is anybody else on tonight? Popping in some salt. We're going to pop in 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper as well. I don't know about you guys, but I actually buy my own black peppercorns and mill them up. It's actually cheaper, and you know it's got no fillers or anything like that in there. So it's got those little containers there. Now I'm going to pop the lid on that a quick mix. So it's telling me to transfer this into my bowl. There's our sauce. But I'm actually just going to pop this. Hi, Danny. I'm just going to pop this, the actual salad dressing. I'm going to pop it aside. I'll just scrape down the sides. Danny, you've just joined us. We're making a Brussels sprout salad that's got cranberries and almonds through it. So it's quite... still a bit of a Christmassy kind of one, but you know, as I was saying earlier, we're almost, oh yay, Janine's got her cutter coming, and I'm going to show you a bit of the cutter in a minute. Yes, so the I'm just going to place this aside, and I'll tell you a little bit about that in a second. Can I do that, or do I need my bowl? Hang on, I don't have a third bowl with me at the moment. I'm going to pop that sauce into this little mixing jar. The reason why I'm going to do that is because I don't want to waste all of this beautiful salad. So I'm actually going to just dress the salad as I want to use it. So this is a great salad you could do to have prepped for lunches through the week and that kind of thing. So I've just popped the dressing in a little jug. Now what it's asking for me is to pop on some Brussels sprouts trimmed with the large stems removed. So let's grab our Brussels sprouts. So I got a little bit excited and I peeled all of the Brussels sprouts. And it's probably not what you're meant to do. You're probably meant to just chop them all up. So I'm going to use the cutter to do the rest of the prep work for our salad. But how lovely are these gorgeous, gorgeous, locally grown Brussels sprouts. Absolutely stunning. So will I put it in? Good question. No, I'm going to do what I was planning to do. I'm going to show off the cutter for a minute. So the next, I've got my, I'm going to pop my other bowl in. And for those that own a Thermomix, it comes with a butterfly whisk. Now the butterfly whisk we use to whip up eggs. Oh, I've got low power. I better be quick. Whip up our eggs, cream, that kind of thing. So we would always put our butterfly whisk over the top of our blade, just and this is called our shaft. We're just going to pop that like so over our blade, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pop the bowl part, the buckets, I guess, that's going to collect all of our cuttings into there, and then I'll explain this more as time goes on, but I'm actually going to slice this up. So we're going to use the slicing side. Let me just double check. Yep, forwards. We want to go forwards. Okay, this is our pusher. So I had to chop up some celery for this salad. So I thought, well, why not use my cutter? So I'm just going to put it on hold, go to my modes, because you can do that on your TM6s. On your TM5, you can use it manually. And now I'm just going to slice it up to thick slices. Just like that. Now, I couldn't cut that quickly. Let's check it out once these arms release. So this is all of our, can you see that? It's that thick. Nice, huh? So that's to go in our salad. But we have more. The celery has to go in. The apple has to go in. So I didn't want to cut it earlier because I don't like having to add extra lemon juice and stuff to it. So I just decided I would prep it as we go. So I'm just going to pop this in like so. Now if I was just going to use the Thermomix, it would just chop it into chunks, but hey, we'll see how this rolls. I just wanted to be able to show you guys a little bit anyway. And if you want to see more, don't forget, you just got to book in a demo. I've done one today virtually and that worked really well. So if you live at a distance from me, or you don't want to have people around to your place, or it's just easier to do it on Zoom these days, just shout out and I'll do it for you. So for those just joining me, we are actually making a salad, and we're just doing a slight diversion just to chop up a few extra things to go in the salad. That's all. Alright, let's have a look and see how the apple went. Yeah, not bad. So there's our apple slices. So it's that thick. They'll still be nice through the salad. And now we're going to do the shallots. Now I haven't done shallots before, but hey, we're going to give it a go. So I'm going to put it down the smaller side so that we can keep them together. Pop it on thick as well. This is why we need this. So let's have a look. I probably did that a little bit wrong, but you know. Hey, it's all new. Look at that. All those shallots. And some are even caught even underneath the blade. That's alright. That's all chopped up now. Let's have a look. Yeah, I've got to get better at that. I do think that there is a definite way of doing some things. So it is a little bit like chunks, but that's how it would be if I put it through the Thermomix anyway. So I'm not too worried about that. So that's our, just using the chopper. So we'll cut up, I should say. I'm just going to pop this aside. I'll just get that little bit that's caught in the actual blade. So yeah, one blade does the grating thin or thick, or slicing thick or thin. Alrighty. So that's that. Let's get back to the recipe, shall we? Alright, so we've done the celery, we've done the spring onions, we've done the apple, we've chopped it up, and now it's wanting to go into the bowl. So I needed to pop 8 ounces of all of these salad leaves. Let me just tear that off. So I am going a little bit rogue, people, but you know me, I'm just trying to make it real. Alright, so all of these leaves, a little bit more, beauty. Alright, and then we're going to pop these ones. Beauty. And I've got a few whole that I'll pop in. Beauty. I keep saying beauty, hey? I've chopped all the apple up, so I don't need to worry about that. So this is just, you do it twice, obviously. But I'm going to chop a little bit of this up. Now, where did I put my lid? This little deal. Alrighty. This is in reverse. So let's chop all that up. How are we going? We're looking pretty good. It just sounded really loud and I started to worry, but it must be just these big ones. I was like, because I have this fear of not pulling the shaft out. Shaft is not in there. Hi Tracy. I'm just going to do it for a little bit longer. So I'm just going to go back because I just know that there's those little Brussels sprouts in there that I haven't chopped up. to do now, because this is a little bit finer chopped up, and I'm going to mix that in with all of the leaves that aren't chopped off so much. So we'll pop that all in like so. So we have gone a little bit rogue, so just bear with me. Just bear with me. I'm going to pop in all the carrot slices and the shallots and the celery that we used the cutter for, which, you know, to be honest, I didn't expect to do that. My mum's just trying to call me for some reason. We're going to pop in the bacon that we cooked off earlier. And I'm just going to use my spatula to stir all of that through. Just like so. Whoa, I've got to be excited there. Let me just grab that little bit. So let me know if Brussels sprouts are something that you love or something that you hate. I'd love to know what the general consensus is. I have to be honest with you, I hated them growing up. And I think that's because I used to see them cooked in my home, and I'm not naming names, but they were slightly overdone. So they looked a little bit like brown, not green and crispy and delicious. But honestly, since owning a Thermomix, I've steamed them in the basket or the Varoma, and they are cooked beautiful. They're also really good with butter and salt and pepper. Love them like that too. But this is a really nice fresh dish that we can dress. Now I'm going to just grab, like I would put this into an airtight container and pop it in the fridge now. But what I'm going to do is grab a bowl. This one I'll do. And I'm going to pop some of this in here. Let me just grab a spoon to sort of serve it a little bit better. Apple and it's not a very good serving spoon, but anyway, we'll keep pushing on, shall we? And Danny loves the Brussels sprouts. Yeah, I never used to, but I do now. I'm just gonna, I need to fasten this up. It's doing my head in. Should have grabbed out and then I'm just gonna put that aside. So it makes an awful lot, so it's really cool, but you could take it to a barbecue and actually just dress it. So you could take all of this just as it is. Maybe you might need to put a little bit of lemon juice on it just to keep those apples nice and fresh. And then we can pop some cranberries and some flaked almonds, or for a little bit extra health benefits, we can pop some sunflower seeds and some pepitas. Fabulous on a barbecue with garlic butter. Oh, sounds delish. So I'm just going to get a little bit of this dressing, and I honestly think I need to just stream that out as well. And then we just want to toss that through the salad. And I'm telling you, that is going to be super delicious. But like I said, I'm not going to dress the whole salad because I don't want it to go, I don't want it to be all soggy. I want it to be nice and fresh when I go to serve it again tomorrow. We don't want to waste food. It costs us too much. Oh, you're not a fan. Oh, Amanda, we love them here. I never used to be, but but since the Thermomix, so I'm just topping it with just a few more cranberries. Look at that. Delicious. Super, super beautiful with any of your proteins, your fish. You could steam some fish. Yum. Honestly, amazing. But you know what to do to get your hands on a cutter. You need to host a demonstration. So you're not going to be able to get one till later in the year if you don't. But seriously, get you into this recipe. And the other thing I need to tell you is that they've changed the host reward for this month. Sorry, get that right. The gift with purchase this month. So if you know someone that wants to purchase a Thermomix, don't forget, Thermomix are very generous and they're giving away their vacuum seal dishes, the containers. These are amazing, but what comes with them is the handy tool to keep all of your veggies and all that, which is our vacuum seal. So you literally charge it up, pop all your veggies inside the dish, and then you are going to seal it up from the center there, and it will get rid of all the air. Really, really handy. Like I said before, we don't want to be wasting food these days. It costs us too much. So if you want to learn more about how you can get your hands on one of them, isn't it one container? Isn't it one? Yeah, it's a container, but you also get this. Was that clear? Yeah. Anyway, if you are interested, let me know. If you know someone that's interested, let me know. If you want to see the cutter in person or virtually, also let me know, because I would be more than happy to show you. I absolutely have loved having it in my kitchen the last week. It has been a great help to me, and I know it will be for you too. So have a wonderful rest of the weekend. I'm going to go and enjoy my Brussels sprout salad. If you want the recipe, don't forget to pop a comment in the comments below, and I'll get the recipe to you as soon as possible. Have a lovely week, everyone. Bye for now, and happy Thermomixing. Mwah!